To the non-agenda audience, would you mind, Mr. Goodman?
Don't mind at all.
Washington County Board of County Commissioners welcomes your input in the public comment portion of this meeting. While your comments are appreciated, please be aware this is not a political forum, nor is it a time for personal accusations and derogatory personal remarks. Profane or vulgar language is not permitted. In order to maintain respect for all points of view, the board requests no clapping, booing, or any other form of support or non-support be used. This is not a question and answer session. It is the general policy of Washington County that no official action will be taken on items brought to the board at this time. However, the board may at its discretion direct staff to assist in looking into the matter further. Please direct your comments to the chairman and provide any documentation to the county manager for disbursement. If you would like to address the board, we would ask that you come to the podium, state your name and address and the topic you'll be discussing. Please limit your comments to no more than 3 minutes. At the end of your time, the chairman will ask you to finish your thought, and then please take your seat. Your participation is welcomed and appreciated.
All right, thank you, Mr. Goodman. First up, we have Ms. Sharon Barr.
Mr. Chairman, may I ask before we get started with that, can we go, you want to do the presentation or you want to wait? Because I don't think that group may want to go and get out of here.
Well, they're signed up, and I've only got 4.
Oh, okay.
So, but I will.
Well, it's up to you. I just was a suggestion to the group.
Ms. Sharon,
Yes.
step up to the podium if you would, please. And please state your name for the record.
My name is Sharon Barr, BAHR, and I live at 3447 Voyager Court in Sunny Hills, Florida. And what I want to address today is the possible closing of the Sunny Hills Library. It's only open 1 day a week, and it's really not enough because a lot of people don't have the opportunity to be up there for the 1 day. But it's also used, the part of the building is used for the council on aging for different functions, especially on Wednesdays. And what is going to happen to that if the library closes? I feel also that maybe possibly the county could consider using or maybe rewriting the ordinance for the MSBU and doing a donation to keep the library open. I think it would benefit Sunny Hills, and that's what the MSBU is for, to benefit Sunny Hills. And that's what I would like to see.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Barr. We will probably get into that when that is what Mr. Abbott removed, so we'll get to some discussion on that.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, next we have Kathy, please. I know I said that.
That's okay. Kathy Gusline, 1983 Baldwin Street in Sunny Hills. Again, thank you for letting me address you today. A lot of what I had planned to say, Sharon has said already, but I believe that there's a trickle-down effect if the library would close. There's a bingo group, and also that building is a polling place. And my question is, if the library would close, what would happen?
I don't think, we don't have, I mean, the only thing that would close, in my opinion, would be the library. I don't think the building would go away or any of the other functions with the building.
Okay.
I think it's just actually the day and the function of the library through the library.
Okay, that's good to know. But with the closing of the library, I'm thinking that possibly not all the options for keeping it open have been explored. Ms. Roundtree stated that there's safety concerns. Maybe those need to be addressed before the library's just done away with. Possibly there's more lighting that could be added if, after dark is a concern. Maybe there's a sheriff's deputy that could be there when the library closed, since it's just 1 day a week. Or adjust the hours to where the library closes before it gets dark. Just seems that all the options for keeping it open have not been exhausted. The bingo group loves being there. And I would hate for all those elderly people to not have that socialization. Some of them, that's the only socialization they get. They really look forward to that once a week. I really wish that this, the closing could be tabled and give it some more thought. Just think that it would be a shame for Sunny Hills to lose the library. Let the citizens of Sunny Hills with the MSBU, if there's an advisory board that's created, let that be something that is explored to be able to keep it open. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate it.
If you, like I said, if you stick around just a little bit longer, we don't have a whole lot to go over, and we will get into that discussion here in just a little bit. Miss Betty Dickey?
Thank you for allowing me to speak. Betty Dickey, 2121 in Gore Drive, Sunny Hills. I'm very concerned about the library. I understand there's a lot of cost that is involved with it. My understanding, a lot of the cost is that the library system is having to pay for all the utilities that for this building, even though people rent it out on the weekends and leave air conditioning or heating going all weekend. The library is still responsible for that. And I think this is unfair for the library system to be responsible for that. Also, there is a need for more internet service. Sunny Hills, it's hard to get internet service, I'm aware of that. I have AT&T, and I believe if you will check that internet service should be available to all educational systems. And I believe the library should be considered educational. Also, the numbers are down, but the library is only open 1 day a week. I think if it was open more, we would have higher numbers. People are still moving into Sunny Hills. It's not dead like everybody thinks. It's people are moving in all the time. Younger people, they need a children's program, which if they were open more, all the other libraries have a day a week, they have a children's program, preschool or something. And I think this should be available to Sunny Hills also. More staff is needed. They could get use of an NCBA worker, which is a senior adult program, and they have used this before and they've hired people off of this program. This would be available to apply more employment there. There are there's many things that you can look at there. And I ask that you, our elected officials, would look at this and table this and have more discussion on it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hey, will you call and see if Ms. Ramsey's available for later?
She is not. She's in Tallahassee trying to get more grant money. Miss Susan, Miss Susan may be able to make. I'll try to get in touch with Susan.
She's here. She's here.
Okay, y'all, we have a Miss Lucy. And I'm not gonna even get us started.
It's not that difficult. My name is Larissa McHughes. I live at 1768 Matara Court in Sunny Hills. I'm totally against having the library closed, mainly because it is being utilized. We have not had internet for a month, so people are not showing up. What I don't understand is why does the library have to pick up all the payments for that whole building? I do know that the guts of the computer is in the kitchen of the other part of the building, and that has to stay cool. That could be moved into the library in the spare room So it doesn't have to, so the other part of the building doesn't have to be kept cool. You're hurting the people that are coming into Sunny Hills, that are moving in. You're also hurting people that utilize the building. We're having new people come in with children. They're going to be using the library, but if it's only open one day a week, it's hurting people. And for the past month, without having internet, it's hurt the library, the attendance. At one time, it was open 3 days a week. Then it was 2 days a week. Now it's 1 day a week. And now they're talking about closing it down. Now, you mentioned, Mr. Kent, you mentioned that you would close the library but keep the other building open. Who's going to pay for those utilities?
And I want Hank to check on that for me real quick, because I'm not 100% sure that
It's my understanding that the library is paying for all the utilities.
It used to be that way, but it was breaking Renee's budget, and it's no longer that.
I mean, because I signed the checks, and I've signed the checks for down there. I don't know if they were split, and sometimes I don't know the exact code, but I don't think that is the case any longer. I think we pay that.
You pay the utilities,
Um,
all of it?
From what?
That's correct. The library used to pay for the utilities for the whole building,
Mhm.
but she's allotted a certain amount in her budget, and her budget could not absorb that amount, so we split them up, so that she pays her portion and the building pays.
Okay, but I really feel that you're going to really hurt a lot of people in Sunny Hills by closing that library. And it's like Miss Dickey said, or Mrs. Dickey mentioned, bring in these other people that can help to have another person. Yes, there is a safety concern because the lighting that's there is inappropriate for the library. You were there last week. You saw how dark it was when you came out of your meeting. And that is a safety concern. To have a light that just doesn't even cover the front door is uncalled for. You put regular lights up there. And if you do keep MSBU, see if you can do something or have a workshop to keep the library open. That's all I have to say. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.